Hello, and welcome to another video. And today I will be making kind of this news flash. So, this will be uh, a few minutes of this video. This is just a series where I'm gonna basically be going through the news really quickly, but hopefully, people will understand uh how people will understand what's happening. So this is from Fox News, uh, published 21 hours ago. First Step Act. It's way becoming law. 5 things to know about the criminal justice reform bill. And by Caitlin Scholahorn from Fox News. So after the Senate looked at the bipartisan, he looks forward to signing it into law. So that's good. So it was formally the Incarcerated Reenter Society Transformed Safely Transitioning Every Person Act. At its core, a directive for the Justice Department to establish a system to access the risk of a person to re-offend, as well as to create housing and incentives for offenders to participate in recidivism reduction programs. Okay, so I really like this act. I don't understand why. Especially when it's it's just amazing. So it's very good at this point that first they're gonna free first-time drug offenders and a lot of people that made mistakes. But of course, it was their first time, and now they're gonna free them. They're gonna give them a rehab. They're gonna get them housing. They're gonna restart their lives, start new, give a second chance. It's amazing that the Senate can make this work. And Kellyanne Conway says it's people who really want to re-enter into society. So the bill, which passed in the Senate by 87 to 12. I wonder what. Well, okay. So after years of negotiation, uh, and is sure to give the Trump administration a signature policy victory. Just remember when this came into place, like the thing that they're gonna not like the criminal not justice. Well, this was under Bill Clinton. This was by Bill Clinton. Nobody remembers that Bill Clinton put this into law, and they got a lot of them, and he referred to them, all these African Americans, different derogatory terms that I don't want to say here. But Bill Clinton didn't do that good on that stage. So, this is a signature policy. It is. And Senator Cory Booker railed the bill started writing the country's broken criminal justice system. And I agree, it's a broken criminal justice system. Before a long time with the passage of the bill into law, our country will make a meaningful break from the decades of failed policies that led to mass incarceration. So, I understand what they're saying at this point, so I'll have to break it down. They get a lot of first-time drug offenders and a lot of criminals for small petty crimes, things like that, and they just get them into jail. And taxpayers have to pay for all those jail stuff because they're for the private jail corporations, they're enormous. They get all the taxpayer money, and it's just not fair. So when you free all of these people, you not only get freed lives and get for people to help the economy and all that. But you also have people that are not paying taxes to random jail corporations that they've never heard of. So, Cory Booker was proud of this. He tweeted, "A bipartisan criminal justice reform bill just passed in the Senate. This was years in the making. Thousands will obtain a greater justice and new pathways to liberation as a result of this bill. This is just one step. This is the beginning. The work must continue onward." So I agree. The bill only affects federal prisoners who make up to less percent of the country's prison population. Read on for a look what the bill changes. Change life sentences. Yes, more discretion for law, more discretion for judges. So let's just start off with change. In an attempt to focus the harshest sentences on the most violent drug offenders, the bill lowers mandatory minimum sentences for prior drug felonies. Drug offenders with 3 convictions or 3 strikes could face 25 prisons instead of life. Okay, so after your 3rd strike, you face 25 years instead of life. Again, you're not gonna take their life away because they're using drugs. Even though I'm very anti-drug, I really hate marijuana and stuff like that. I really don't think that you should be in jail for 25 years. So, if you do it again, the harshest sentences are on the most violent. Yeah. So, if they murder because of that, that's just killing. So they get a death penalty or whatever. But they lowered the mandatory minimum sentences, which is really good. And federal judges will be given more leeway from their discretion without sentencing certain drug offenders. So, leeway. I guess okay. So judges will be more independent in their discretion and sentencing and all that. When sentencing certain drug offenders, good. That's good for judges. Judges don't have to be bought by corporations and all that. And I am sorry, other news stuff. We will not get to it. Maybe next time. And yeah, relation efforts. Oh yeah, rehabs. So a lot of people. So these bills allow 2,600 people serving sentences for crack cocaine offenses before August 2010 the opportunity to petition a judge for a reduced penalty. That is amazing. I think that would work for a lot of them. It also incentivizes prisoners to participate in programs designed to reduce the risk of recidivism. So you're gonna get rehabs, which is just great. Rehabs are something that we really need and something that I would rather pay for taxes with than to a private jail company. Now, you should really see Anna Ruins Everything about jails. They explain a lot about it. So, I guess I'm not gonna link at him because I don't really agree with him on a lot of stuff. But let's get back to the point. This option will be available to offenders who would also convicted of violent firearm offenses, sexual exploitation of children, or high-level heroin or fentanyl dealings. So this is gonna help a lot of people with rehabs and credit for good behavior. So this is good. Prisoners could get 7 days of credit for good behavior each year on his or her sentence with this bill, with credits being deducted from the sentence allow for early release. So good. If you're good behavior, then you get less days. Of course, that's good. For example, an inmate serving a 10-year sentence when the maximum credits each year could be released 7 days early. 70 days early. This could change this change could save $414 million in the next 10 years, according to the Congressional Budget Office. Oh my god. Okay, so the credit for good behavior rule is great. I'm just praying that the House wins this. Since the first Step Act was introduced, I just put away everything about anything, and I've just been looking at that as the most important thing. Probably now we'll look at the wall again. But the bill also addresses existing laws and regulations seeking to reaffirm enforcement of those according to the Marshall Project. For example, the bill expressly prohibits the use of restraints on women who are pregnant, in labor, or past recovery. This has been prohibited since 2008. Additionally, it would require officials to place in prison offenders no more than 500 miles away from their home or family, according to the Marshall Project. So, the Marshall Project is pretty good, I guess, this, because you're gonna live pretty close to your family in prison. No restraints on pregnant women or in labor and post-tram recovery. So, this bill has been prohibited since 2008. So, I guess Obama didn't really like it, but there could be reasons. I personally would want the criminal justice reform. So please be passed in the House. If it went 87 to 12, if it did, I want to see who actually didn't vote for it. But it probably was a few Republicans. But the House is gonna pass it. I'm just saying. So I guess I'll focus on the wall next time. Ooh, Air Force veteran mission to raise $1 billion for U.S.-Mexico border wall. See, that's a story that I can do tomorrow. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.